live in the dungeon. This is the Dream Warrior Review. I'm Kurt Thomas.
I'm Miq Strawn.
Hello.
Yes. I'd like to order pizza for delivery, please.
We have no pizza here. We only have horrible dreams.
Speaking of horrible dreams,
yeah,
I did want to tell you a little story right off the bat.
Right off the bat. Okay,
it's irritating me.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, we are here.
Storytime with her.
So, I was actually going to make reservations for Countdown when we saw Countdown, a week ago? I don't know, a while ago.
Oh, yeah, okay, right.
So, on the AMC app and the website, it said, hey, if you sign up for Countdown, if you're an A-list and you get a Countdown reservation, we're going to email you a free coupon for a free Coke and popcorn. I never got that email. I got the email saying, hey, you got Countdown, but no coupon. And so I actually contacted customer service, and the response I got back was, can you please send us a screenshot of that email with the coupon? And I'm like,
Did you read my message?
Because
I never got that email.
How can I
You
send
never
an
got
email?
that
I never
email.
got.
That's right.
And then I got confused. Shortly after that, I got confused about reservations and how many you can have. Because I tried to make a reservation for, I was thinking ahead, the 26th. For Knives Out.
Star Wars, yeah.
No, I already had the Star Wars one locked in. So I had Star Wars for December 19th. I was trying to make I had one for this next week for Doctor Sleep. And then I have one for, I was trying to make another one for Knives Out, but I couldn't. It said it said I already hit my max of 3 a week. And so I contacted customer service, and I'm like, they kept saying, well, you can only see 3 a week. And I'm like, well, okay, the 1st, the 7th, the 26th, and the 19th.
Right.
Is your calendar, are you on Earth?
Different
Is your calendar different than mine?
I like that. Earth. Yeah, so you went to that. You went to Earth.
Well, I actually have. I was kind of a jerk, actually. I saved my I saved my text because I was getting kind of jerky. I was like, are you on Earth? Because Earth calendars, they're completely different weeks, just so you know. But then I realized later that they just weren't explaining it to me because you could only make 3 reservations at a time, apparently. But they weren't saying that. He was saying you can only have to see 3 a week. I'm like, well, that's not 3 a week. So I had veins popping out of my head.
You understand that has to be a theater chain that is falling apart. I wouldn't have said that because when I was in Kennewick, I could have said things like, well, this is Kennewick, which is, America's, and therefore the AMC theater would reflect the lowered bodily status of Kennewick overall. But now I'm in an area that is vibrant, and the only in this area is AMC Theater.
Right. Well, that's a good point.
I mean, they literally, when I went in with the, remember I told you they didn't have a ticket.
Yeah.
They didn't give me like just an electric gurgle, right?
You just had to fill out an IOU.
Well, it was really weird. They just had a ticket with a number on it, right?
Yeah.
And literally, the guy wrote the number down. I was like, really? Why don't you just take a picture of it or something? He literally wrote the number down. And I was like, well, that's kind of broken. But it was a pretty good indication because, I did point out that the smell had traveled from that.
I think you took it with you. Maybe it was you.
Is that what it, I hadn't thought about that.
No, it's worse. Actually, I was leaving the theater last night, and I tried to go to the bathroom.
Right?
I walked in, I turned back around, and I said, I'll hold it.
I'll piss in the lobby for that.
Yeah, I almost went in the parking lot. It's like, but yeah, no, I held it.
Yeah, yeah. No, what I've been doing is there's a NCG theater chain out here. I don't know how big it is, but I think that they charge like $7.99 for the senior ticket, and so 4 times 8 is $32, which is only $10 more per month, and I don't have to put up with the smell, and the seats are amazing.
Well, there you go. See,
So,
you moved up in the world.
I am moving up in the world. How do you like that? Let's review a film. Give us a synopsis of.
Oh, do we really need to do that? I mean, Terminator. Okay, Sarah Connor and teams up with this lady who's like part human, but she's what was the word she used? Enhanced or
Enhanced, yeah, she's enhanced.
She's hybrid. She's kind of half cyborg and half human. And they team up and they basically take on this liquid Terminator, another one from the future. And then there's some surprises and it's all like a roller coaster ride and all this other stuff happens, and that's basically it. I give it a 2.
Swear to God, it was so bad. I mean, you know, and I have to say that this time, this time, the effects were okay, but it was just the straight ahead story. You know, I mean,
yeah, it was. There
was a couple of reveals. There was a couple of reveals, but I'm gonna tell you that other than the girl from the future,
yes,
or no, other than the girl herself, the one that was supposed to be Mexican but wasn't really,
right.
Other than her, everybody just sucked, and the dialogue was terrible.
Yes.
But
oh my gosh.
but oh man, the dialogue from Linda Hamilton.
Well, Linda Hamilton was there just to basically explain to everybody what the future was that wasn't, but you know, was now history, but it was the future that didn't happen.
Yeah,
it was exposition. It was all. That's all she did.
And it was really confusing. And then when we got together, and everybody's got to know that we got together with Arnold, right?
Yeah.
And that was confusing as hell.
I want to know how did he get fatter and gray hair? How did he get gray hair and gain weight if he's a cyborg?
it just happened.
I was waiting for at least one line. They should have put something in there like, "Hey, how did you get gray hair?" Like, I know a guy would have been like,
yeah, I know a guy.
or whatever, you know, something.
He was. I'm trying to fake being human,
right?
But the dialogue on this was so badly written. I was just shocked.
It was awful.
And Linda Hamilton was terrible, and the short hair blonde
she was okay.
10 times. Oh, you thought she was okay?
She was a little bit. I mean, I thought Linda Hamilton was just rough, and she had horrible lines, and she didn't deliver them well. And
right,
but
right.
She was good at when she wasn't talking and she was looking angry. She was good at that.
She was good at looking angry. There certainly was that. But you know, you're right about the looking angry part. There was no point where she ever softened up. She had no arc.
What was that line she had? Yeah. Oh, I hunt Terminators. I drink till I black out. Any other questions?
You're right. Oh, I swear that line right there. Literally, I have. To me, it's really just weird to cringe when nobody else is around. And, you know, and I was looking around to see if anybody else was cringing.
Yes,
yeah, I really did. And I might add that word must have gotten out about this because, you know, I went to see it at 7:00 at night, which should be a pretty popular showing of it, and there were only 3 of us in the theater. So, and it was the opening night, so I was like, okay.
Well, you're talking to me here in Kennewick, where that's like a crowd.
Well, yeah, that's true.
But I went at 10. I went late, so I didn't get out till like 12:30.
Yeah.
And this is like, what is it? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is like the 6th Terminator movie. And I've
Yeah,
only seen the first two. I haven't seen 3.
It's funny. I had only seen the first 2.
Oh, I saw Genesis. I saw the one in 2015, and that was even worse than this one. Really, it was.
Oh, man, just terrible. I was just watching, going, man, what? Now here's the thing, though. I got to tell you, in all honesty, I just recently saw Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Again, I saw the secondary theater release. Man, that was a smoking good movie.
It was. I saw that in 91 when it came out in the theater. It was awesome, but I haven't seen it in the theater since. But
yeah, but I saw it recently. I saw it in 91 when it was in the theater, and I thought it was a great film. And I saw it just recently in the theater, and boy, you talk about holding up, man. It really, really held up well.
But don't you think the effects were fairly decent in this one? Like, it was like...
I didn't have any objection to the effects. Even the stuff in the airplane was kind of chilling.
Yeah. Well, I enjoyed the effects, and I just thought the whole thing wasn't paced well either. It was just all action. There wasn't any slow. It didn't slow down at all. Really.
Yeah. It was a forgettable mess, and I wanted to know why one of the Terminators needed every gun in the world. I didn't understand that at all. I mean, he's the Terminator,
he was in Texas.
That's true.
Something happens in the movie to a very important character, I guess, and it didn't make it. There was no point. Like, why would that thing happen to that person? I guess to build some tension. I guess I don't know. It was really stupid.
There was an awful lot of stupid. I did like the girl. I mean,
the girl. I like
the girls. Yeah. The girl's acting was. I mean, she did things with the dialogue and so forth, and I did like the turnaround on her because.
You're talking about Natalie Reyes that played Danny.
Yeah, Natalie Reyes, but she was strong.
Yeah, she was awesome. Yeah.
What else has she done?
Oh boy, let me think. Let me look it up.
Yeah.
Nothing that I know of. Running with the Devil. So, she's done some TV series. Cumbia Ninja. Yeah. What is that? Oh, looks like she's done a lot of Spanish movies, TV shows.
Oh, Spanish. Yeah. Well, I really think that she's somebody to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the blonde. Linda Hamilton.
I didn't hate the blonde. I liked her. I didn't like Linda Hamilton's. Of course, if you look at Linda Hamilton in the early movies, her acting wasn't much better back then either.
Well, no.
But the dialogue was better.
There's reasons why you don't see her too much outside of the Terminator series. I
want to know why. You see this in the trailers, so I'm not spoiling anything. But what the hell? What's the point of having a skeleton separate from a body? Wouldn't that just be a jello-y mess?
Why is that a plot point? I couldn't figure that one out. It doesn't make sense at all. But it's a pretty good example of what happened, with the script of this film.
Yeah. Well, this also is an awesome director.
The film.
He also has a director of Deadpool. So I expected more out of him, I guess.
Yeah, well,
one thing I do want to say, one positive thing about this. I actually kind of like the I've actually talked to people that complained about this, the fact that it seems like a feminist movie, all these women, and I'm like, well, actually, I think we're all going to be saved by women at some point.
Yeah,
they're going to save us at some point.
No, absolutely.
Because men are too stupid to do it.
Yeah, because
too stubborn and too stupid.
The thing is that they're going to be the adults in the room,
right? Exactly.
Eventually,
yeah.
No, absolutely. I agree with you. And they'll actually talk to each other under stressful situations,
even if they don't like each other.
Yeah, exactly. I'm agreeing with you there.
So they just need to stop. They should have stopped in 1991.
It's true. I have to say that I didn't like the bad guy at all. I mean, he just didn't have a good look for this. I mean, how do you go from Arnold Schwarzenegger to Eurotrash? Yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, this guy looked like like he needed to go in a corner and really, really think about his sexuality.
Well, this Tim Miller. One thing they should have casted somebody like ridiculous in that role, like had like
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know, like David Spade or something as the Terminator.
yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger was ridiculous in the role, and that worked. I mean, yeah, David Spade would have been hilarious. In fact, that would have gone a whole new direction with the Terminator.
Like have it be a comedy, like Deadpool. Like have it be like Deadpool,
like a comedy.
Yeah.
See now. Yeah, see, I think that's what they were trying to do. Just didn't work. So.
Well, Linda Hamilton did say something that was interesting, but I won't give that away for people that might get excited about that. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I already gave my rating at the top, and I think I was too generous.
Oh yeah, you said it was a 2. Here's the thing: I did think that I got a little bit better as it went along. I didn't absolutely hate the ending. But that was just because they had all stopped talking.
Exactly.
So I gotta be in complete agreement with you here. I'm gonna say it's a 2. It just doesn't even rise to the point of 50% to me.
I would have given Terminator Genesis, which I watched about a year ago. I would give it about a 1. So I mean,
well, there you go.
This is good.
There you go. Okay. So, I think that's about it for this.
I think so. Thanks for joining us on the Dream Warrior Review podcast. Don't forget to tell your friends about us, follow us, and, of course, like us. We can be found on Podbean, which is an amazing app, YouTube, Stitcher, Alexa on any pod, iTunes, Google Play. We're on Twitter as well, at DW Review, and of course Facebook. You can find us there. You can also email us at dreamwarriorreview@gmail.com.